Welcome to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Kay Cote, and I am your host here. And today on the show, we have David Locker, Managing Director of Bestir. Today, David's going to share about his business, his journey to business ownership, and what it's really like to own and operate a business. If this is your first time on our channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notifications when we drop episodes like this. Welcome to the show, David. I would love to learn a little bit about you as well as a brief on your business.
Thank you, Kay. Yes, so my name's David Locker. I've been working in the coffee industry for roughly 25 years now. Worked for some large corporate businesses, US based and European based. And then around about 14 months ago, I decided with a team to go on a journey to start our own company where we have coffee machines manufactured under our own brand and under our own license, selling into the UK and Ireland and some other select markets within Europe.
That is incredible. I took a look at your product and I thought, wow, that is an incredible machine. I absolutely am excited to dive into this conversation. So right off of the bat, David, what does your ownership look like in your business that, you're the managing director? Do you have a team under you and how many employees, if you have them, how many do you have?
Yeah, so we started the business 14 months ago. I'm managing director with 100% ownership. I brought a team in with me, and over the years of working within the industry, I've developed good relationships with the team. We've got a trusted team. So 11 people came with me from very journeys of my life and helped start Bestir.
Oh, that is incredible, especially to have people that you already know and you trust to help you grow the business. So generally speaking, what does the day-to-day look like for you, as the owner? You can wear a lot of hats. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, I think with the new business, number one, number one area now, all the product development's being developed and put in place is sales growth. So helping the team coordinate, connect with, new and existing customer base. And just really, it is more of a marketing sales focus as we develop the customer base, grow the business to the volumes that we require and desire. So yeah, the managing director side, because it's a small team and a trusted team, probably isn't like you would find in a large corporate. It's a lot more hands-on.
Mm. And, kind of moving into what makes your business so special, who do you primarily serve? Like, if I were to walk into the room, how would I know I'd be your ideal client?
Yeah, so it's not about a client base. So when we've developed Bestia, it was more about a gap in the market. So our client, we don't target customers. We target customers who already buy a portfolio of machines, but will be missing a part within their portfolio. So the whole concept of Bestia, it's about it's a bean to cup range of machines that have been manufactured with quality in mind of drink dispense quality and build quality, but being very conscious on the price point. So over many years, and I've been in the industry, as I said earlier, 25 years, and there's been very little development within the entry level part of the market. So there are a lot of operators who don't produce significant volumes of coffee, don't have the revenue or the turnover in coffee to allow large capex requirements. So
Mhm.
then they're looking for a machine that would deliver a great drink that an expensive machine will deliver, but at a lower entry price. So we don't target customers, we target a gap in the market.
Oh, I really like that unique, like, kind of perspective on how you're looking at, customers. You're looking at that. And what is one thing that makes your business unique? Like, why do people choose you?
Good question. Why do people choose us? I think personally, you've got to have the right products, you've got to have the right price point. But a lot of people will deal with Bestir because of relationships. We've got very good relationships we've gained over the years at all varied levels and businesses. And I think people still buy from people. So the
Mhm.
relationship side is hugely important to get the door open. And then if you've got the product, then that turns into sales.
Definitely. And how do your competitors compare with you in the market?
So because we've targeted a gap in the market at the moment, there are competitors, but there are significant differences between our equipment and theirs. So we've focused a lot on the digital interface and the IoT, the connectivity through the cloud, where our competitors who have a similar price point machine don't have the technology. So
Mm,
we do kind of or we do position our machines in a very different light, and we come very much from an IT point of view.
definitely. And what is one thing you wish people knew more about your business?
Just more about Bestir. Being so new, it's very difficult to spread your wings and connect with so many people on as quick as you would like to. But yeah, just knowing the brand and reassuring that the brand, like any brand that's new, you need that product quality reassurance. That just takes time. It's not
Mm.
something you can get overnight.
That leads me perfectly into a next series of questions, which is around your marketing and marketing pursuits as a business owner. And what is something that you are focused on with marketing currently?
Yeah, so like most businesses, a huge focus area will be social media, the social side, because we have got a domestic portfolio of machines. So targeting and connecting with end users, one, expensive, but also quite difficult. So we do focus a lot where we have a marketing meeting every week, talk about the social media impact, what we did the previous week, what we're going to do the next week, just really, work week by week with a strategy long term of obviously connecting with more consumers. So we have a kind of a strategy in regards to social media for end user market, but then we have quite a lengthy strategy in regards to partners because we have a network of partners that we deal with in the UK, and then how we target those where we've got gaps, who we would like to deal with, and who we are dealing with. So it's very much hands on, but quite fluid as well because we're a small team and quite new.
Definitely. And what are some of the partners that you're working with? Are they like for certain projects or certain do they have a machine as well? Like who are your ideal partners?
So our partners will vary, mostly coffee roasters, coffee distributors. So someone who's producing the product and need a vehicle to dispense the product.
Mhm.
And they'll come in very different sizes, some global brands, some local brands, some artisan brands. So it's really, it's quite diverse. And also there are a lot of regional companies in the UK. So they'll have a great presence regionally and require bean to cup machines.
Oh, that is incredible. That's such great partnerships for your what you're building. And kind of looking at organizing all of these people that are in your network, your partners, the people who are buying the machines, everybody. Do you utilize a CRM or something to organize everyone?
Currently, we because there's only 5 people in the sales team, we work closely together and have daily, weekly calls. We have our own internal CRM system. We've not gone with a big SAP system. We keep it quite simple. But yeah, we'll use the CRM system in regards to tracking productivity, tracking conversion rates, just allowing us to understand more importantly why you potentially lose business, because you need to learn if you do lose it, why you lose it, so then hopefully you can rectify that.
Definitely. Well, thank you for sharing a bit about your marketing pursuits. I'd like to dive in and talk a little bit more about you as a business owner. And so, why did you go into business for yourself as opposed to choosing to work for someone else? And what was that transition like for you?
Yeah, so I've debated for many years to go into business for myself. And I've worked for some fantastic people and helped them grow businesses to a sizable volume and great profitability. And it just got to a point where the time was right. I'd done it a few times over. I've got children. My children are growing up and getting older, and just the time was right to make that step. And it's a difficult step because when you've got a job and you've got a good job and you've got a regular salary, you don't have to worry about cash flow.
Mm,
It's an easy decision to stay where you are, but making that step to do it on your own, it's risky, but it's hugely rewarding and very exciting.
100%. I completely agree with that. And looking back at your journey so far in business, what is a memorable roadblock or something like a hurdle that you faced that you were able to overcome?
Yeah. Oh, that's a on the spot. That's quite a difficult question.
It's a big
Yeah.
question.
A roadblock. I focus more on my successes than my roadblocks. Where did I find a roadblock? I don't. I've got a competitive outset, a competitive focus. So I kind of don't think about roadblocks. I kind of overcome and find a solution. So I honestly can't think of something that I've hit a roadblock other than someone has got a ridiculous price. Then it's not a feasible offer. Then yeah,
Mm.
roadblock side. Sorry, but I can't think of one.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
uh, and, where are you kind of going, would you say, in the next 3 to 5 years with your business?
Yeah, so a whole outset when we started Bestir was to really focus on one, growing a brand, but not growing it. Yeah, we want to grow it to a decent, size, but do it in a manageable way and do it with the right people. So we're being very selective with our partner network that we deal with people that we want to deal with who have the same brand values, who then also have the same customer service kind of backup, service technical backup. So really not just hit the market to get turnover, to hit the market, yes, to get turnover, but also to get the right customer base on board. So a journey next 5 years, it's difficult to say. We do have our top line sales targets, but for me personally, it's about growing the business with the right team, that everyone enjoys what they do, everyone has fun, everyone gets rewarded for hard work, and that at the end set, we achieve what we want to achieve together.
Definitely takes a team. How do you go about finding those right people to bring into your network?
I've been lucky enough to connect with them over 25 years and develop a very strong relationship with them. So for me, it's not been very difficult because I already know the people, already work with them, they work for me. So yeah, it's been over years of just meeting and developing relationships. People work for people that they enjoy working for, and vice versa. I like people work for me that I like and get along with. So it's a two-way thing, and we don't have this hierarchy of who's the boss. It's everyone's. We make a decision. We make a decision as a team.
Mm, that's such a great approach, and kind of looking at the future of your business. How do you describe your leadership style and how has that changed over years?
Yeah, so it's changed a lot to be fair. I mean, on the early days, you when you a leader, a boss, you typically try and make decisions or force decisions because you think they're the right decisions. What I've learned over time, if you have people make their own decisions and steer them down the route that the decision that you want they believe in as well, but they make the decision, it's more impactful if your team members are actually driving, making decisions themselves with your support. So I've really turned it around where instead of me forcing decisions, I allow other people make more decisions, and people feel a lot more rewarded, a lot more valued, most certainly, if they're allowed to do that.
Oh, definitely. What has been your key to success with communication with your team?
Honesty,
Mm,
simple, just
mm.
honest. When it's bad, it's bad. When it's good, it's good. You just got to be honest with people. You get the best out of people. They know where they stand. There is no hidden agendas. So I've always, and you'll ask any of my team, I'm just brutally honest, very sharp with decisions, but we get the job done together.
Definitely. Well, we've covered some amazing ground in this conversation. For anybody who's listening or watching, definitely listen to this a couple of times because there's been so many great nuggets of just like through your experiences, what you've learned, and just encouraging words to other business owners. And as we're kind of beginning to wrap up, I would like to dive into a section called our rapid fire section. And this is a few questions where you answer top of mind answers, kind of one of those, the first thing that comes to mind. So, are you ready for some rapid fire?
I think so.
All right, David, the first question for you is, what is a key to success for you?
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, yeah.
And what is a piece of advice you have for other business owners?
My advice would be just value good people and look after good people,
Mm,
because without good people, your business will only go so far.
definitely. What is a book or a piece of content, could be a podcast, anything that you've taken in most recently?
So I've read many books. Probably it's a bit off the wall, really, but one book that I really enjoyed was Jenson Button, who's a Formula One racing driver, his autobiography, and that was quite inspiring through his, success in sport, but also personal life. So, yeah, that was for me an interesting, but also relevant for business book.
Definitely. And our final question is, if there was one thing you could choose in your business that you could rapidly improve overnight, what would it be?
Financial investment, like any new business,
Mhm.
you've only got so much money to put in the business. So investment, yeah, investment. You can go out and seek further investment, but then obviously you give away ownership. So I don't really want to do that. So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, again, thank you for sharing on those rapid fire questions. Before we get to our final question for today, how can people find you? Feel free to share any social media or direct messages.
Yeah, so yes, so I'm on LinkedIn, David Locker. You'll find me Bestir. I'm also on Instagram, which is quite an unusual one. I'm Locker underscore 800 meters because I used to run.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, David. So, our final question for today before we wrap up is, what is most inspiring to you today?
Most inspiring, I've got to say, my kids. Simple, seeing them flourish and enjoy education, enjoy sport. Yeah, just seeing them grow as individuals is really rewarding.
Well, thank you so much, David, for your inspiring words. It's been an absolute joy to talk to you today.
You too, Kat. Thank you.